Welcome back to Ratchet Daughter Isms. We are in the building and excited to continue our last episode. And if you saw it, you know that it's called Is Monogamy Canceled? And this is part 2 because we had too much to say and that one episode wasn't enough.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to get right into it because you guys already know our names because this is part 2 because you watched part 1.
I'm wearing different shit though.
You alright. You're right. So why don't you lead then, sir?
Ramona in the building. How you doing? First lady. Bronx.
You just never know.
Hollywood Dre, Brooklyn Night.
Luke, Harlem Skywalker. We in the building.
Ratchet Poppy, Uptown Bravo, Mr. Receipts,
Whatever you want to call me.
whatever you want to call me, in the building, Harlem.
Right.
Dre set you up for that. He set you up for that one. He knew you was gonna get stuck. I'm proud.
Alright, so.
Oh, wait. However, I was just told that we have a brand new
What?
disclaimer. We got to do disclaimer today.
It's not brand. It's not brand new.
Denim.
It's just an addendum, right? Yeah, it's just an addendum. The views and thoughts and the opinions of Uptown Brown, Ratchet Poppy, Mr. Receipts, whatever you want to call me, are solely the thoughts and opinions of me and do not reflect upon the lovely cast of Ratchet Thoughts and Isms. And forgive me, God, you know my heart.
I'm sorry.
All right, wait. So before we start with our agenda, so in the last episode, I'm pretty sure people saw at the end of the episode when I was conversing about the fact that monogamy may in fact have some selfishness to it. First Lady didn't seem to agree with what I had to say. So I would like to know what her take on this
No,
thing
I want you
was.
to finish because you never got a chance to finish that night.
Oh, yeah,
What you were saying about it being selfish. I want you to
I was
go
just
in a little bit more.
I'm just saying the fact that monogamy may be seen as a selfish thing based on the fact that it's a one-on-one thing. It's like she's mine, he's mine, and can't nobody touch that but me.
Takes a village.
Ooh. Sorry.
Yeah, so based on what we're taught here on the Western side of the world, is that when it comes to marriage, it's just a man and woman, just one-on-one kind of thing.
I get it.
So what I'm saying is when we start talking about like the poly life, there is a sharing that's involved.
Okay.
So that's why I said that when it comes to monogamy, there's a bit of a selfish kind of thing connotation to it.
So I feel like, okay, where does love play a part in this? Like, where's the love? If I love you, like what?
Got to do with it.
It's like, I'm saying, like, you having sex with her, he's having sex with him. I mean, her. And where does the love play a part in it? I thought you're supposed to love someone enough to just want to be with that one person because I love you so much. I don't want to share you with nobody else because I love you. Like, do you still have love for that person if you have all these relationships going on? Is there love there?
Yeah.
How can you love? All right, question. Can you love more than one person at a time?
Yes.
Wholeheartedly love two people at the same time.
Well,
What's your definition of wholeheartedly? Why does it have to be? Why does it have to be?
I could give my heart to one woman, my penis to several.
So you can't do it. So you can't love two people at the same time. You can't do it.
I think that me personally, I don't necessarily know if I entirely agree with that. I think it's circumstantial.
What circumstance?
With circumstances? No, the circumstances, the level of honesty in it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because if you believe...
Can you love two people at the same time?
Yes.
How?
I'm gonna tell you how. Like I said, it's about the honesty, right? Because if you have no selfish intentions, right, and both the women know about each other, and y'all all are making a choice to be in this situation together, then you can have love for them. But the second one person is being deceived, you can't really say that you love that person that you're deceiving.
Okay, so you're not gonna love one more than the other?
I don't know.
No, it's like children. I don't love my children.
Okay, you know what? I was going to say, because I have another like a question to combat your question. Do you believe that if you didn't learn that love is only reciprocated between one man and one woman, that it's possible to have, to love more than one person at a time?
Do I believe that?
At a time, meaning like
Meaning-
separately, but
Yeah, meaning that a man can be in love with two women at the same time.
yeah, because when he's
Or
with the
woman-
one he,
or
when he's
woman-
with because he's with one at a time. While he's with the one that he's with at that time, he's in love with her, and then he leaves, and then he's with that other one, and he's in love with.
Just twisted your bullshit.
He really did. You know what?
That's not what you mean. One at a time.
Oh,
My heart don't have the capability to love two people at the same time. I don't have it in me to do it. Because if I love you that much, I'm not gonna want to do anything else with somebody else. I'm not gonna
You
want
love both of your parents, right?
Okay,
Equally,
okay,
right? You siblings,
okay.
you know.
Yeah, but I'm not being intimate with them.
So intimacy plays a
Yes, it
factor.
does.
So here's my question: Is intimacy?
It's a form of love.
No,
It's a
I,
form of love to me.
but I think we.
But you're not.
A lot of
Do you
times we
consider
talk about
intimacy
intimacy.
cheating?
Yes.
No.
Go ahead, Luke. I mean, Trey. What you gonna say?
Here's the thing though. We
is.
It's not.
intimacy is a lot of times attached to sexual activity. However, intimacy is way deeper than that. Like you can, like, just being honest, you can have sex with anybody, but letting somebody in to get to know who you are and being intimate with somebody is a little bit different.
facts.
So you're saying that I'm having sex with her, but I didn't let her in. So we just having
That
sex.
can
We're just
happen.
fucking, basically.
That can happen.
We're fucking.
It can happen.
We haven't gotten to the making love part because I didn't let her in that deeply. We just fucking right
It's a
now.
fact.
Listen, there's different forms. It's like
And you could like that. You could like her. But she just fucking.
But some women think just because a nigga slow grind he made love to
I
her.
swear I can't.
It's true though. He's not lying though.
Just because the nigga put the
He
slow
not
grind
lying.
on. Really?
Really? If a guy's slow grinding, you think he, ladies,
Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
is there truth to this?
Yes, because
Please
when
comment.
you
So wait.
When you getting fucked, you know you getting fucked. When you're making love, you know when you're making love.
Oh, because I'm gonna slow
And
down
then the nigga,
and make sure you hit all the
And the
corners?
fuck boy is fucking you like he's fucking and like he's making love, so you're gonna be like, wait, you're not supposed to fuck me like that. You're supposed to fuck me like this. Not like that. That's not what we do.
Is that not good
So
dick,
what
though?
you're saying is you just look. If it's
I'm
that
confused.
situation,
I don't even know.
she's supposed to get like 2 pumps in a squirt.
Nah, she's supposed to get that hard porno shit when you just fucking somebody. You don't get that slow R. Kelly shit when you nah.
Is that good dick too, though?
Yeah, but then that means you like me a little bit more though, because you're giving me more.
Does that mean?
Yes.
That's how women
Yes.
take it.
What if that's
how
what
women
his
take
ego
it?
to make
It's
sure
not-
that
That's
that
how
he
women perceive it.
stroking it right?
Okay.
That's how women perceive it.
Okay.
Ladies, please. I need
Okay.
a shower on this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Because I'm confused. It's like I'm wrong if I give you the good slow dick, and I'm wrong if I give you
let me
the
ask you a
hard
question.
pornos. Like, wait a minute.
It starts off like that. I never had sex with somebody for the first time and it be like soft and grinding and sexual and romantic, and I've never had that. Never.
Like, have you guys ever had a woman like fuck the shit out of you?
On the first time?
No, just period. Because what I'm saying is, right, is that more often than not, in sexual experiences, men are the initiator and the moderator. We set the tone. I'm talking about you being in a situation where from the very beginning, the woman is taking control and setting the whole goddamn tone of the night.
No?
I've done it.
See? It's different.
Yes,
I've done it, but it has to
Listen,
be somebody else.
if a woman did that to you, you might be like, damn, I think I love her.
Yeah, you gotta care about it.
Yo. So he got you guys and your thoughts on if a man could love two women. Dre, you asked the question, so what are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I think it's possible. I think it's literally about who you are and how you were brought up. So, I think it's possible. I just don't know if it's viable in this society.
Okay. I think it is definitely possible, but it depends on the level of your maturity. Because there's a level of openness and vulnerability that has to be given in those type of situations.
I'm sorry.
And if you had that type of higher frequency to be at, I don't know, it's something that you can do. Keisha, do you have a...
No, finish what you're saying, brother. I'm listening to you.
Brother.
Brother Blue.
Change you with the brother. Brother.
Black power.
Go ahead, please.
Brother Minister Malcolm.
Please.
Listen, I finished my thought. So, all right, so we got...
All right, let me just say one thing.
Yeah, I was waiting
All right.
for it.
I'm all for this new age relationship aspect, intertwining relationship. I'm all for this new, do what makes you happy in a relationship, do what you feel, forget about what society says. I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, all right, if you met me and you fell in love with me and we dating and you met somebody else and you fell in love with her, you was loving me before you was loving her. So how can we be on the same wavelength? How can it be equal? How can it be?
You're trying to quantify that.
I'm just saying, like, there's no way. Like, I don't know. Maybe I got some big ass hearts that I ain't got, because I ain't got the heart capacity to love two people at the same time. I don't have the heart capacity to do it. I'm you know, that's just me. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm old school.
I think
that's your path.
Human beings are multifaceted, right? So, wow, right. That part.
I'm sorry. Did I do that out loud? What's me in my head?
Okay. So, like, if a dude has 30 things that his top 30 things that he loves about a woman, right? You could be 15 out of those things. Another woman could be the other 15. That's how, in his mind, he sees it as equal, because you guys.
What? I'm sorry. So you made a bitch. You made a bitch.
Women do it all the time.
Receiving you. Receiving from you.
Women make niggas all the time. They got one nigga to buy shit. They got one nigga for dick.
You okay? So y'all have to be. Y'all want perfection.
I tried. She took me.
Y'all want perfection. Y'all want perfection, and one woman won't give you what you need, so you need to go somewhere else and get that, because y'all need perfection. You need a whole. They're not whole enough for you. You need a whole. Right?
I just want to say, remember the disclaimer.
God knows my heart.
I'm just saying, it's crazy to me.
Or maybe, you know, as Dre said in the episode, maybe he just like her mouth.
Dre said that?
So, I think we can admit that monogamy is hard. Pause.
Oh God.
There are plenty of difficulties that can arise in that journey between matrimony, between a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman and a man and a man. I had some historical texts or religious texts that I was interested in asking our deacon, a minister here, just to clarify for me, because you know I was raised in the church for a good portion of my younger years, and I remember some parts of the Bible, and if I'm not mistaken, there are plenty of portions in the Bible that preach polygamy. Is that
Right. So what happens is when we look at a lot of the Old Testament, a lot of the people that they spoke about, David, Solomon, you know, and so forth, they had many wives and concubines. So did Abraham. However,
Lincoln?
Come again?
Lincoln?
No. However, what people will use as a combat to that is that they'll say that when we speak of the beginning, God created Adam and he pulled Eve from his rib. So they'll use that. While it does not say in the Bible that was the first marriage, so I don't go with that. But there are a lot of people who will quote that as the first marriage. And they'll say that because Adam said that Eve became flesh of his flesh, bone of his bone. It also says in the word that for that reason a man will leave his mother and his father and cleave to his wife.
So is that why religion makes it so tethered to get married? Like that's the
the marriage thing, when it comes to just a man and a woman, there's a lot of, you know, if you start looking at a lot of the reasons why there is now one man, one woman, They will like in the word, it does talk about the office of the bishop, and it does say that he has to be blameless, amongst some other things. And then one of the other things that it says he has to be a husband of one wife, and that may be because of the task that he takes on as the bishop of the church, because there are different tasks that he has. However, when we do look at those things, the culture of that day was that as long as you were able to take care of the wives, the concubine, and the children that you have with them all, you can have as many as you want. Because also in the Bible, you were told to be fruitful and multiply. So marriage, a lot of times in the Bible, wasn't necessarily about love as it was about a business transaction.
Dropping gems.
There was a lot of people, there was a lot of people who that was a business thing. Like in that culture, we're friends, but let's say, we both have companies, so what you'll say is you'll give me like say 3 goats for your daughter to marry my firstborn son. That type of thing. So again, it's the monogamy thing is a westernized kind of ideology that, again, we grew up in it, so it's kind of difficult for a lot of us to understand the concepts of being in a relationship with multiple people, loving multiple people, or even the fact of it being just
I'm gonna throw my shoe at him.
it being just a business proposition where it's literally about like just having children, because also in those countries, male children are very, very important to them. So if my first wife can't bear children or she doesn't give me a son, I go to the next wife, hoping that, because the son is the heir to your to your estate. So if that's what it takes for you to get your heirs and for your name to carry on, that's what people do.
I'm gonna give you, not to say that you have to retort, but in fairness, some people would say, though all of that, whether you believe or not, and some things could be true, that's old school thinking. That's a time of life where it was a stone age, and we are evolved human beings and have different conditions and can do more and do better. So though those things that you say might be true, we don't live in that space. That's all I'm gonna say. So go ahead.
All I want to say is I feel like my grandparents and grandparents believed in the idea of that, because I felt like they did know that their spouse was cheating on them, and they did nothing about it because they felt like it was better just to be in a home. I have a home under my head. I have food on the table. I have clothes. Like, I don't care if you're cheating. As long as you take care of home, I'm okay with that. And I felt like that's why people were together for 45 years, because they knew they was cheating, but they didn't do anything about it because they felt like that doesn't matter to me. Look at the bigger picture. It's a bigger picture to this. The same way you would sell your daughter for a goat or land, I'm gonna stay here because he has a house, he got some money, I'm okay, my kids are good, why would I leave this?
That's smart.
He cheated, but look at everything I'm comfortable. Why would I leave comfortable for somebody who cheated? I feel like our parents and our great-grandparents follow that rule more so. Because we was just talking about that at work, how like when someone dies, you see a whole other family come through, like, who are you? Like, you see the whole kids because they never spoke about it. Or they have somebody in another country, their kids, they'll fly them to another country, to DR, to Jamaica, wherever, and have a whole other family. And they were okay with it. Because guess what? I'm comfortable. And I'm gonna stay here,
I think that also has to do with what a lot of our forefathers dealt with. So, let's bring slavery into it, where you have the buck, if you will, that had his wife, and he got ripped from his wife, and he was made to have children with all these different people. She loved him, so she was going to stay with him, but that became a cycle that was never really completely broken.
Right.
So unfortunately, like while you're saying like he has the house, he has this, that, and third, it also has become something that's unspokenly accepted. because it was like what was bred into a lot of men.
But at this age, to be honest with you, if I was married and my husband cheated on me and I was comfortable, I probably would be like, you know what, you get a pass. Like, depending on how far we was together, I might just give him a pass.
As long as
Like,
you follow the
I'm
rules,
fucking
right?
comfortable. Like,
There's rules to
I'm living my good
cheating.
life with you. Like, we got the kids, they going to college soon. Like, yeah, you cheated, but I'm not gonna just ruin everything.
Now, while you're saying that, how many? When it's the other way?
It depends on how deep it is.
Listen.
But when it's the other way,
The woman doing it to the man?
Let's get to
You can't handle that. Y'all can't handle that.
Let's get to the rules.
Y'all
Right?
can't handle that
The
shit.
rules are
Nah, not even a little.
no STDs, no babies, no public embarrassment. If those things occur in your relationship and there's cheating, it is, I'm not gonna say impossible, but it's difficult to come back from. But those are the rules.
Easier when those are not
on whose side?
everything is about a man doing it to a woman, never a woman doing it to a man. Men can't handle that. Y'all cannot handle that shit.
You're right.
Y'all
Men
cannot.
Men cannot handle it. Now that we know this, and this is nothing new.
Yo,
But that makes it even more. But that makes it even more
I would
unfair,
not
though.
allow you to put all
All men.
category of men in that genre.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank you.
There are
98% of men
I will say
cannot handle it.
that
100.
No, he's right. I don't want to speak for all men.
There are some men. There are
He's a
some men.
2%. He's a 2%.
there's a higher portion of men that I feel probably couldn't handle that
98%.
because they don't have the type of the ways to speak about their journey or their emotions the way women have that kind of community. I can't go up to my boys and tell them something personal about myself. Like that's not how I was taught. You know, I don't know that life. Like,
Well, I think
we don't have personal
even if a man can survive it, like the small percentage of men that can survive it, they only can survive it if there is no STDs, no babies, and no public embarrassment. Because the public embarrassment alone will have a man like, nah, fuck this, because he don't want to look stupid. The public embarrassment alone is enough for men to retreat. A baby and public embarrassment, a nigga is not staying for sure. And
Dudes are not as emotionally strong as women are.
Right.
Period. So you guys
a higher majority.
You guys are physically strong, but you're not emotionally strong. So if someone was to do that to you, you cannot handle it emotionally
it's a fact.
because you're not built that way, and
Again,
that's just what it is.
I
don't
wouldn't say you
totally
can't
agree.
speak for
I just
all.
say that there's a higher percentage. You're right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Women will fall in love 30 times and then love again. Men get their heart broken in first grade and never fall in love again. Like, yo, you 45, what are you talking about?
So it's pretty much you saying men and women aren't equal.
Men are emotionally men are emotionally
Men and women aren't equal.
Sir, please explain.
So women aren't equal, and I'm sure my brother Dre. Hopefully he don't leave me here hanging. He gonna co-sign this, right? It is by God's design.
Oh,
Men
gosh.
and women are made. Men and women are made to complement each other, not to be equal. Is this correct, sir?
The Bible does says that the woman is the weaker vessel.
You said they are?
The Bible says that the weak.
Men and women is meant to complement each other. They're not meant to be equals. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we are not capable of the same things. There's a reason why women were chosen to be the bearers of children. Because you guys are more nurturing. That's part of God's design. So if you understand that we were not designed to. Men are designed to be physically stronger. That's a design. That's part of a plan.
Okay.
So men and women are equals. It's not meant to be disrespectful.
She don't believe you, bro.
It's not meant to be a disrespecting. It's meant to understand that like if the woman is the neck, the man is the head.
I believe
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
I believe that. Everybody plays their part. Yeah, you play that part. Sometimes you gotta fall back and let me be here, and sometimes I gotta fall back and let you be here. I get that part. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But when it comes to like domination, that's a different conversation. Like, women, some men think they dominate their woman because they're a man and they have this beast mentality, like do what I say, what I said.
You trying to help Ike?
Huh?
No.
I'm trying to what?
No.
I'm trying to help Ike.
Ike.
No, that part I don't agree with. But that part right there, I'm all for that. I'm all for the equality. I'm all for that.
Okay, anime.
When it comes to
Eat the cake.
what you think? The Bible's right, or what you think about that? But what does it say about it though? What does it say about women being lesser than a man? Like, what does it say per se?
I don't think that it's like necessarily that you're lesser. Like you're supposed to. All right. So there's a lot of people who have that belief that a woman walks behind a man or under a man. Like the reason why the woman was taken from the rib is because she walks beside him. There's a partnership. Now the man leads. You know, however, because of who you are, you do have influence.
Okay.
You know, so if you know, I'm supposed to be able to see further than you, but you may, you know, women's intuition, you might
See something
yourself. You know, so instead of, you know, in a way, you should be able to get my attention to get me to see things that you see without nagging me.
I would love a man that could meet right now that could lead me. Like, men are not leaders right now. They just want to be right now in this 2021. Right now, like they're different. They're different. You know, they watch all the social. I'm not choosing anybody. I'm single. That's why I'm single. So I'm not choosing anybody because I see what is out here. And I just feel like I want somebody that can lead me. A lot of these times, these men can't lead these women, and so we try to be that person for you, but then it's like you fall short. Now I gotta step up because you're not doing what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't expect me to walk behind you and you be the leader if you can't lead.
This is going to take us totally off topic, and it's a really good topic. So
This may be another subject.
I gotta table that part because I want to say something to that, but we will end up going on a different tether. So stay tuned for that part. So, do you agree or disagree? I guess is what she was saying with the Bible. And you were saying that.
Oh no, I agree with the Bible. I just think that everybody looks at that differently. Again, because when we speak of the man being head, a lot of times we make it seem like the woman isn't as important as he is. That God never said. God never said that, you know, the woman is more important than the man or vice versa. Again, everybody has their roles that they play. He made man first, then he made woman, you know, that kind of thing. I just think that what happens is there are people out there who kind of get that, well, I'm the man, you just do what I say do, and again, it's supposed to be a partnership. So I think that's where the problem comes, where people kind of attempt to take more, I guess, where they get power hungry, if you will, when they shouldn't.
Well,
Are you trying to have a bite?
I don't need no help.
I believe in a partnership. I also think that at some point, the idea of what marriage is got
Misconstrued
a little bit, and in some forms it became a contract, you know, that didn't actually necessarily mean anything spiritually when you're making that vow in front of God. So whatever your beliefs are, I think that
Y'all want some?
it's important.
I've been selfish. Y'all want some?
He's trying to say something.
Thank you, sir.
And he just said a contract with God.
Yeah, what's up?
As you were saying, so.
Hi, brother.
I'm a brother again, you see?
Second time.
Second time. It's all good. I see you, Keisha. No, it should be a partnership. If you're gonna do it, I think all things lie in each other, right? And I think sometimes, somehow, we get construed on what each other's roles are supposed to be, what they are, or what they expect them to do. So those are three different things, and I think that has to be talked about at some point in relationship before you get married.
So what happens if you're approached by somebody and they ask you, you know, if you're dealing with somebody, obviously you're single, but he or she says that they have somebody.
So let me make sure I got this right. So somebody is involved,
Mm-hmm.
and they come up to the opposite sex and says, yo, here's my number. I got somebody though, but you'll give me a call. And your question is what?
Are you a voluntary side piece?
What is an involuntary side piece?
When the nigga lies to you, you don't know you are.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. No, what's that?
When the gentleman lies to you,
Okay.
and you are unaware.
I think that's just you and him, and it's really not.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
That's what it is.
Got it. Go ahead.
Involuntarily.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Answer his
I
question.
apologize for using the N word.
Go ahead. I mean, go ahead, Trey, because you was talking. I just want to know.
No, I'm just asking.
I just want to know what that was. I didn't know what the involuntary. So,
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I mean that's an honest question. Like, yo,
Yeah.
what is?
Well, is it possible that you're a side piece and you know you are?
Yeah.
Involuntary.
So that's voluntary.
No, I
No,
want
that's
to know what an involuntary one was. He told me. Someone who doesn't let you know that you have a girlfriend at the beginning and you think that's just you and him and it's really not. That's
Yeah.
involuntary.
Yes.
All right. So can you be? So the question is, can you be a voluntary side piece
Yes.
or?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you make the choice to keep going with it,
But
then
just let me make my own decision. Don't hide it from me.
No.
Are you wrong?
Wrong for what?
Being the voluntary side piece?
No, that's what you want. The same way that's what he wants, that's what you want. You want a side chick, she want to be it. Win-win.
you don't care about karma. It's not a
Do you
karma.
care about karma? You got a girlfriend. You got a girlfriend. Do you care about it? Simple, bro. Don't tell me that shit. Tell yourself. I'm single. Do you care about karma?
Listen.
Wrong question to ask me, bro. You have the girlfriend.
Okay, well, what if he has a boyfriend?
Well, if she has a boyfriend, same thing for him. Do he care? Do he care in karma? Same shit. It goes for both parties, not just one. I'm all for both parties, but shit.
I mean, that's one way to look at it, but somebody else might say, you know, like.
What, Trey?
I
I hate you, but go ahead. I mean, you.
I'm you and you brother. At least brother sound better than you. I'll tell you that.
All right. Let's head to our final thoughts. I think we gave as much to as monogamy cancel as we can. We got off topic a little bit.
I don't think we answered the question at all.
Because it's that much of a complex
I don't even know
question.
if that can't even be tabled.
Whatever you say, brother.
Brother,
Final thoughts, family.
whatever you say, you.
You said show you.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts, anybody?
I need a minute.
Alright, so we gave you a lot of different perspectives on this particular subject, and obviously we didn't have the answer, but I think it was a pretty good dialogue.
It's subjective. You know.
It is subjective, but there's a strong consensus that can go either way. But I think your wants and your beliefs should be something that you follow and stay true to you, because that's the easiest way to be your true self and not living up to anyone else's expectations of what they think you or whoever should live and be. That's what I'll say.
To say my piece. I feel like I'm not judging anybody for their lifestyle. There's no judgment over here. Whatever makes you happy, if that's what you want to do, then listen, go for it. Because at the end of the day, it's about happiness. I might not agree with your lifestyle, but guess what? It's not my life. It's your life. So if that doesn't make you happy, then I say do what makes you happy. Just make sure everyone is what? No STDs.
No STDs.
No babies.
No babies and no public embarrassment.
No public embarrassment.
That's the rules.
And we be all right. But I feel like for each his own. Live your life. If that's what you want to do it. If you don't want that life, then don't do it. It's up to you. But no judgment.
I agree with First Lady. No judgment. Do research. Get to know, the different facets of life. Whatever your beliefs are, like Luke said, stay true to them. as you evolve, there's stuff that you're gonna learn. There are things you're gonna unlearn. But be you, because at the end of the day, like, you gotta live your life for you. And nobody down here has keys to put you in heaven or hell. So how you live is strictly between you and Yahweh. If you're convicted about, bless you, if you're convicted about doing certain things and it's not for you, then don't do it. If you know, if God doesn't like get at you for it, again, that's between you and God. You know, that's why you're supposed to have a relationship with Him for yourself. You know, and then you learn and you figure out things on your own.
Okay.
That was dope.
All right, Mr. Receipts, take us home.
All right. So no relationship, whether it's gonna be a monogamous relationship or open relationship, polygamous relationship, polyamorous relationship, no relationship is going to exist and thrive without honesty, right? So you gotta have honesty whether you're in a monogamous relationship, if you're in an open relationship, or any of those other alternative lifestyles. It's not gonna work without honesty. But before you can be honest with the people that you're in a relationship with, you gotta be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what you want, what you can live with, what you can't live with, what you're open to trying. Be honest with yourself about everything, and be honest with yourself about who you are as a person. If you're honest with yourself, it helps you to be honest with the other people that you interact with, friends, personal, otherwise. If you're not honest with yourself, then none of that shit's gonna matter anyway. It's gonna all fall apart. So just keep honesty at the forefront of whatever you're choosing to do, and you're good.
Okay.
All right. This is really good. I wish we could take more time to dive deep and go on the side conversations, but we gotta stay and keep you guys the content that's gonna keep you coming back and not lose ourselves in the pot of soup that we were making. So
Plus, she over here kiss our teeth and things. So.
she was doing that. As always, we hope you guys enjoyed the show. We thank you so much for tuning in and watching us. Taking time to see 2 parts of Is Monogamy.
Like, subscribe, share.
Canceled. We
Don't
want
cancel
you to
us, no.
Don't cancel us either. We want you to definitely do everything that Hollywood Dre said. And as always, we hope you guys have a great day and a better tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.